Hello, this is Bobby at TV Repair with a functionality proof video for a Vizio mainboard belonging to JoeyB or 13, whatever that is. Serviced on the July 28th and sent back and returned. I'm assuming I have not read communication, and I apologize to the customer. I have not actually read the communication. I saw the board coming without any notice on it. I saw the date, that is very recent. It must be warranty return, something not working. Just like anything else, before putting it in a TV, I ran a quick few checks, and the fuse for the power for the T-con board was blown open. I have made a number of videos, and I have put a fuse parallel to the original fuse just to illustrate the problem. It is soldered, of course. This is solid, but I have made 2 videos explaining when and how. Several things can cause that to fail. Either this cable was inserted at an angle, or it was inserted when the power was already plugged in, and while adjusting the cable something shorted. It takes very little to short this, to blow it, or of course the T-con board is defective, but this is honestly the least common. Another very common thing is the silver wires on the back of the cable, and I have shown them in other videos. Those are pretty thick. The ones on the cable are actually much thinner, about half as thin as those. Those are pretty straight, but when they peel off very easily. It takes sometimes just one insertion. If you're not experienced with plugging in the board, it may take bad. They may peel off sideways, backwards. This is all. The fuse was blown, and I cannot say whether it is bad T-con. I cannot say whether the cable was inserted at an angle. I cannot say whether the cable was inserted when the main board was already working and the 12 volts power for the T-con were already there, but I can say the board is working. The fuse was the only thing that was done here, and it was done before the board was even put in a TV. We have enough such videos that illustrate the exact same problem with the cables, with how they look on the back. This is only made so that customer can see that we're sending back a board that is working. Please connect everything. Look carefully at the cable. Make sure it is evenly inserted here. The power off procedure here is always this. We wait for the media player to stop, just to make sure that the board is shutting down properly. And the first time that happens, it may take a while, because sometimes if it's the very first time after it is connected to AC, okay, so it just finished shutting down, it turned off the power for the USB. At that point we disconnect that, and then everything else. Now it's safe. But if I had done it in a different order, especially while this was working, just removing the cable may have shorted that. That is a problem with this board that may have caused that to blow. It wouldn't damage the board, but it does affect that fuse. So thank you for watching, and hope you know that the board is working.